Starting seeds is so much more than just sprinkling some tiny little things into some dirt and then watering it all and hoping for the best. And even though you may have gotten away with that before, the truth is starting your seeds the right way will get you bigger plants, bigger yields, and a better chance of actually producing something worth harvesting. The first step to starting seeds the right way is to pick the right seeds. You want to look for seeds that are plump, shiny, and most importantly, have a high germination percentage listed on the package. The higher the number, the better. Look for anything over 70%. Anything less may not germinate well and may not be worth your time. If you're unsure about the quality of your seeds, it is always better to err on the side of caution and buy new seeds from a reputable source. Old seeds are more likely to have a lower germination rate and may take longer to sprout. Also, avoid seeds that are discolored, shriveled, or have any kind of damage. Any kind of damage can reduce the ability of the seed to absorb water, which is the first step to kickstarting the germination process. Once you've picked out the right seeds, it's time to prep like a pro. This is where you'll start to see the biggest differences between people who get great results starting their seeds and those who do. The single best thing you can do to increase the speed and success of your germination is to soak your seeds in warm water for 6 to 8 hours before planting. Now, there are a lot of different opinions out there on this topic, but the evidence is pretty clear. Soaking your seeds has been proven to soften the seed coat, which allows water to penetrate the seed faster. And speed is important because once the seed begins to absorb water, the metabolic processes inside the seed begin to kick into gear. Enzymes start being produced, and the embryo starts getting ready to grow. The increased speed of germination also means an earlier harvest, and depending on what you're growing, that could mean the difference between a successful harvest and one that gets wiped out by early frost. On top of the increased speed, soaking your seeds in warm water also increases germination success by 30% or more. Soaking seeds is especially important for really hard-seeded crops like carrots, parsnips, onions, peppers, and tomatoes. These seeds need a little extra help to break through their tough outer coats and get the water they need to start germinating. In fact, you may need to soak these seeds overnight or even longer to get the best germination rates. Most seeds will double or even triple their weight when fully hydrated, which is a pretty easy way to tell if your seeds are ready to plant. We have a ton of videos about seed starting and seed saving, so make sure to subscribe so you never miss out on future tips and tricks. To recap, soaking your seeds makes them easier to handle, increases germination speed by 2 to 3 days, increases germination success by 30% or more, especially for hard-seeded crops, and it gives you a better idea of how mature and viable your seeds are. It's time for step 3. Sow smart, not deep. After you've picked out the right seeds and prepped them like a pro, it's time to plant them. And the best way to plant them is not very deep. Planting your seeds too deeply is a common mistake that can lead to poor germination and even the death of your seedlings. When you plant seeds too deeply, they have to expend valuable energy just on pushing their way to the surface, instead of using that energy to grow roots and sprouts. Plus, planting seeds too deeply can wash them away during irrigation. The solution is to plant your seeds no deeper than the width of the seed itself. For most small seeds, that's going to be around 1/2 inch or less. The only exception to this rule is for really large seeds, like pumpkins, sweet potatoes, watermelons, and corn. these can be planted a little deeper, but still no more than 1 inch deep. Once you've planted your seeds at the right depth, it's time to cover them up and keep them warm. You can use whatever you have on hand to cover your seeds, but my favorite method is to use a propagation mix like this. Just sprinkle a thin layer on top of your seeds and gently press it in. Then place your seed tray on a heat mat or in an area that will receive bright, indirect light. Temperatures between 21 and 24 degrees Celsius tend to work the best. Just remember that every crop has its own ideal germination temperature, so do some research if you're having trouble. To increase the humidity around your seeds, place a clear lid on top of your seed tray. This helps seal in moisture and keeps the air around your seeds more humid, which is exactly what they need to start germinating. Check your seeds daily to make sure they're not drying out. If the soil is dry, just mist it with water until it feels moist, but not soggy. Once your seeds begin to germinate, remove the lid and place the tray in an area that will receive bright, indirect light. Continue to water your seedlings when the soil is dry and just watch them grow. Starting our seeds off on the right foot is one of the best things we can do to ensure a successful garden. Just remember to pick the right seeds. Prep like a pro by soaking your seeds in Sow Smart, not deep, and keep them warm. So give these tips a try and let us know how they work for you in the comments below. Starting seeds doesn't have to be stressful. In fact, it can be kind of fun. So get creative, experiment, and enjoy the process. Who knows, you might even find yourself looking forward to the next season, just so you can start more seeds. On that note, it's time to wrap up this video. But the learning doesn't have to stop here. There's a whole world of gardening knowledge out there waiting to be discovered. And the best part is, you don't have to do it alone. Our team of expert gardeners are here to help guide you along the way. So whether you're a seasoned green thumb or a curious beginner, we'd love to have you join our growing community. You can chat with us and other gardening enthusiasts, share your own tips and tricks, ask questions, participate in challenges, and so much more. It's a great way to stay connected to the gardening community and never stop learning. On that note, it's time to wrap up this video. But if you're still hungry for more gardening goodness, we've got plenty more videos to keep you growing. So sit back, relax, and keep on learning. Until next time, happy gardening!